Alright guys, I know it's been a minute. I'm going to keep this the shortest possible version that I can, and I'd like to start with anyone whose knives I've had for a while. There's a few of you still. I appreciate you being patient. A lot of stuff's happened. I am hoping to get those out in the next week to 10 days or so that everybody can have their stuff back. Back when I got sick and was in the hospital in August, I never got rid of the infection that I had. It never was able to get it to go away. I ended up back in the hospital again right after Thanksgiving, and I ended up having surgery. Part of the reason why I sound pretty ridiculous now. It doesn't help that about a week after surgery, I got something that's going around down here, and it's taken me a while to get rid of it. Today's the first day I'm feeling better, a little bit anyway. I'm trying to get some of this stuff out. I meant to put this video out over a month ago. So, obviously it's ZT 0770 in Elmax. And you've been around a while, you know ZT had issues with Elmax. If you haven't been around a while into knives, you probably still have heard that ZT had a lot of problems with Elmax at one point in time. Not here to talk about that, but I'm here to see how this knife actually did. So, this knife happens to belong to Mike Gault. I appreciate Mike for letting me test this, send it to Kurt, get a Rockwell hardness on it, so we could see what was going on with it. I haven't had much experience with ZT Elmax, so I have no idea how this was going to do. I did go ahead and put a couple 2-3 edges on it first, and then I started testing it. I did test it 3 times, and you'll hear all those results after the cutting. And at some point I do plan on doing at least a 2-week carry with this in the near future to see how it actually is in daily use. Not my favorite knife, but not a terrible knife by any means. I just really don't like that it is assisted. Oh, and there it goes. So, ZT Elmax. Watch a super sped up version of the cutting and go ahead, and then we'll come back and talk about how it did. Alright, that was the cutting, and I did end up testing this 3 times. One of them I did use a different cardboard, same crush weight as what I use, just a different height. Always like to try a different cardboard out to see how close it is, and it was within 1%. So this will be all 3 of the test results. And on the first one, it did 175 feet fine edge and 228 feet working edge. Not bad for that ZT Elmax. The second test, 177 feet fine edge, 231 feet working edge. And the third test, 174 feet fine edge and 235 feet working edge. So you guys that have followed a bunch of my testing, one thing that jumps out right away, I can't say how any other Elmax from ZT is done, but there's only 4 or 5 M390 knives that have beat this Elmax. So this particular knife is done pretty well. You can see I did send it to Kurt. That was after I did the cutting with it. This video has been a long time in the making. And this did come in at 60.8 for a hardness, and with the less of the composition than the M390 20CV that's been in that range. That's why I say this is done for a production knife for Elmax. It seems to be done pretty well. I am going to go ahead and, like I said in the beginning, I will carry this for at least a couple weeks and see how it does. If I don't mind the knife, maybe I'll do it a little bit longer. I do have a lot of catching up to do. So where this one's going to fall in the actual, in the actual placement of what I do, because I have the Hogue 154 CM to do. I do need to do Kurt's K390 probably first so I can get that back to him. But if you guys have ZT Elmax, good or bad, love to hear about it down below. Let me know how your experience with it was, how it's been for you. Good, bad. I'm not sure when this was actually made. I mean, I guess for the model still being made, is a semi-low serial number anyway. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a big ZT guy. So, that's all I have for this one. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.